Hello YouTube, you're welcome back to this channel. Please subscribe, share and like this video, and don't fail to leave your thoughts in the comment section. This really call for concern, like I said earlier in the other post about a girl that was tied up in a hotel in Abuja. So this is the live updates of what really transpired as confessed by the criminal or the runs boy, because everybody's calling the girl a hookup girl, so I equally will call this guy a hookup guy. This is what he does. He's a robber. This is what he does for a living, and he has confessed to be shuttling between Abuja, Lagos and Port Harcourt, luring girls into hotels and at the end of the day robbing them. He has given reasons why he did this, and I'm like, this good enough reason? Guys, listen to this interview and then leave your thoughts in the comment section. Let me know what you feel and think about this very incident.
My name is F.A. Joseph. I was arrested. I was arrested because I tied the girl up and was running away with her phone. Because I took her phone and ran away, so she won't follow me. I met her on a site, Cleared Runs. It's a site for hookup girls. I invited her, yes. So come, so we had fun, and then she gets paid and she goes. So I could take her phones on, so she won't follow me when I'm leaving. So she won't follow me when I'm leaving. Yes, ask her to take off her clothes. Because if I'm leaving and she eventually untie herself and try to follow me before she put on her clothes and stuff like that, I'll be long gone. Last month. Um, I can't really. Approximately, I can't really say. Like maybe 500 or. When you say destroyed, okay, 4. I didn't do anything to that one. She's a full-time hookup girl, so she fought with me and she shouted, and I couldn't take her phone, so I left. Just Lagos and Port Harcourt, and yeah. No, no, yes. Okay. To be honest, because I was trying to raise money for my younger sister, who is a sickle cell. I'm an artist, I say her talks. Yes.
What do you feel into this? What do you think? What is happening? Or somebody got into it?
Nobody. Nobody.
WhatsApp and asked me for a meetup, which I accepted. So he asked me what I would take. I told him. He said, okay, I should come over. That he's at Top Rank Hotel, Top View Hotel, Zone 5 in Abuja. Then when I got here, he was outside already. He paid for the cab with Ife, then led me to the hotel room. So when I got inside, he locked the door and started apologizing because he wasn't picking up my calls earlier. So he started apologizing for not picking up my calls earlier. I said, okay, no problem. Then he asked me where I'm from. I told him. He asked me my name. I told him again. Then he drew his chair closer to me and asked me if I'm afraid of death. I said, I can't answer that. Why would you ask me if I'm afraid of death? He said I should answer if I'm afraid of death or not. I said I can't answer that. Though I've seen death, death has happened to me, but I can't answer you if I'm afraid of death or not. He said if I cooperate with him, I won't get hurt like other girls. That his friend is outside with injection. If I should make any move or try to scream or do anything funny, that his friend will come inside and inject me and it won't be funny. I got scared. Then I started pleading. I said, what do you want to do to me? Do you want to hurt me? He said he won't hurt me if I cooperate with him. Then he slapped me and asked me to remove my clothes. I was trying to go to the door. He locked the door and took the key. He said I should remove my clothes. Then I carefully removed my dress. He used my dress to tie my hand. It wasn't tightened enough. Then he used the pillowcase to tie my hands, my two hands. Then he lifted up the bed and took um sellotape under the bed. When he took the sellotape, he used it to tie my hands again. Then brought out white handkerchief from his pocket. So he said I should open my mouth. I tried to scream. He increased the television volume to the last. He removed it from all the channels. It was just blank, like making noise. Then he increased the volume and said I should shut up. That his friend is not as nice as he is. If I should make any move or anything, that his friend will come inside and inject me. Then I became very scared. He proceeded in tying my hands with the sellotape, and there's this chair inside the room. He tied my two legs with the chair. Then he used the handkerchief to tie my mouth and also sellotape my whole head with the sellotape around my face. Then he proceeded in bringing my phone. He brought my phone and asked me to open the password. Then I used my fingers to open my password. He went to direct to my phone, my bank app, and opened my bank app. The only bank app in my phone is OPay, which there was no money in the bank. So he opened it. He asked me for my PIN. I put my PIN because all my mouth and everything was tied up. I used my fingers to open my PIN. Then he saw that there was no money. He said that he's going out now. Then he booked his ride. When it was like 1 minute away, he went outside and came back again. He said his friend is outside. If I should make any move or anything, that his friend will come inside and inject me. I shook my head and said, no, I won't make any move. Then he went outside again and came back. I was trying to move. When I saw the movement, I maintained. Like I just pressed my head on the wall. Then he came back again and viewed me and watched me and said, don't make any move. I shook my head and said, okay. Then he left and locked me inside. So when he when he went out, I saw like the hotel. I saw a red uniform. I noticed it was the hotel staff. Then I started shifting myself with the chair. I struggled to get to the window. I struggled. Then I got to the one. I started banging the window for them to hear me. Because of the loud television volume, the man couldn't hear me. I proceeded. I was hitting the window for him to hear me. Then thank God the guy was able to hear me and came to my rescue. Then I gave him a sign that he should follow the guy. The person just left now. Then he ran after him and caught him. That was
I want to know how long have you been outside? Let's know the name of the site.
coded side.
Coded site. How long have you been on that site?
February.
February this year.
Yes. That was when I logged in.
That's when you joined the site. So how
So guys, we've heard the confession from both parties that were involved in this incident. But let me just say this about the person of Joseph Efe. Joseph Efe confessed to have been carrying out these criminal acts for the past 1 month. You know, he's been doing this over like in a month. Like he's been into this business for about a month. And guys, I will tell you wholeheartedly that it's a fat lie. I don't think this is true. It takes a man with guts, it takes hearts for you to shuttle between 3 big towns in Nigeria, luring girls into hotels and robbing them. It is very true too that he may not be a killer like he said. Yeah, he may not be a killer, but he's a robber. He robs women, lure them into hotels and then get what, take their money, take their belongings, and then do whatever he wants to do with them and then escape. So for him to say that it's just a month, I really doubt. It takes more than a month to specialize in such a criminal act. Secondly, made mention of that he's doing, the reason that he's into this criminal act is because of his sickle cell sister. Well, I don't think this is a good enough reason, because sickle cell awareness has been created. Everybody knows about sickle cell now. It's not something to be ashamed of. It's not something you cannot talk about with somebody with. FA should have gone to somebody that is being known on the social media platforms, and then probably do a little interview with the sister, organize, let them do an interview with the sister, probably when he's going through crisis. They video that, and then fund will be raised for her treatment. So this guy doesn't really have a good enough reason to engage in this criminal acts. So, listening to Olivia, that's the girl that was tired of the victim, I would just say this. Olivia took a very life-threatening risk by entering into the hotel this guy invited her to. Entering into the hotel room the guy invited her into. She should have, had a second thought, what if? But these are young women, don't really care much about their lives but money. I would say the mistake she made was not, trying to know this guy, probably sit down, have a discussion in an open space. In a hotel, they have where they call bars, they have where they call restaurant. Why don't you just sit down there and then have like a kind of conversation? Remember, you met this guy here on the internet, on the site which you made him, the coded run site. And you should have, like, for your lives, for the safety of your life, you should have, like, stood outside, discuss whatever, maybe in the bar of the hotel, discuss whatever you have to discuss with this guy. From there, if it's somebody that is reasonable. I know people can pretend, but you taking yourself into a hotel room with a stranger somebody just met for the first time, like physically, not online, somebody just met physically for the first time, man, lady, you took yourself that you could have been killed. I will say this again, somebody must have been praying for you. That's why you came out victorious in this very incident. That's why your life was spared. Somebody must be praying for you. Somebody must have been praying for you. That's why you came out alive. This was life threatening risk you took, Olivia. And for every other girl out there, I know it's sometimes, we like, people will condemn her. Most of the people are condemning the girl. Mostly, they're telling her she's a hookup girl. And even the guy, you see the pride in in his voice when he say, some hookup girls. Yeah, that's what they will always stack you. Even when you like trying to look out for a real relationship with somebody you met online, when you're like looking for true love, they always see you as, if anything goes south and, they realize that you guys met online, the bottom line, the conclusion will always be you are a prostitute. That's why this happened to you. This is what you've been doing. Nobody wants to care about what if you were actually looking for true love online and then this person happens to, treat you the way he treated you. People seem to forget that. I'm not trying to support her behavior, please. Guys, I'm not trying to support the behavior of Olivia, but I'm just trying to make a point that in today's world, people do meet people online, probably dating apps, and then there are success stories from those relationships which ended in happy ever after. Okay, so it's not all girls that you probably meet a guy online are hookups. It's not all girls that probably you find in an online dating app is there for hookup or runs, like you may call it. Some of them are really yearning. They really want true love. I've seen test stories like that. So many, so many. Go on YouTube, you see success stories of how people met in after introduction, Tinder, and they are married with kids. They are very happy. Even on Facebook, on TikTok, they are married and they're very happy. Not all girls that go on dating apps are hookup girls. I just want to correct that impression, because every time there is the ladies, yeah, everybody's mean to the ladies. It's not all the ladies that are there on dating apps are into hookups. It's just so unfortunate that some do fall into the wrong hands. Okay, we should have this understanding that people on meeting people like it used to be before. Now it used to be later writing. We see a girl, you move to the girl, and but it has transited from that kind of stage to online. Everything is being digitalized now, so let's just have a proper understanding that it's not all girls that are up there in dating apps that are into hookups. Some of them are really truly yearning for true love. Okay, so on that note, I'll just say this: ladies out there, be very careful. Make sure whoever you're meeting online for a date, that you pass him through thorough scrutiny for the sake of your life, for the safety of your life. Remember, you have family members, you have people that love you. Okay, these boys are not smiling. They can't do anything for money. The country is really hard. They're willing to kill, to shed blood for money. So protect yourself from them. Don't be a prey unto them. Okay? And for the young guys that are out there, looking for, it doesn't really make sense. There are better ways of making money. You can start a whole lot of things. A whole lot of things from nothing. Joseph Efe doesn't have a good reason. The reason he gave, that he's trying to raise fund for the sickle cell sister, it's not good enough reason to engage in this kind of acts. What if people that caught you, let me say this, because in Nigeria we practice what we call jungle justice, which I personally frown at. What if you had landed in the hands of jungle justice giver and not the security forces that helped you? You know the kind of beatings you receive? You should think about that before you engage in crime. What if you were caught by, the common men on the streets? They will deal with you, and probably you may not survive the beating. So on that note, guys, everybody should be very careful. Very, very careful. People love you, your family, your mom, your dad, your siblings, they love you. Money is not everything. It's difficult, yeah. Just pray. God is going out. So guys, on that note, I signed out. Leave your comments in the comment section, your thoughts in the comment section, and subscribe if you've not subscribed yet. Share and like this video. Bye for now.